Hey guys, today I'm going to make a quick video for my gaming channel about the new rules of conduct paragraph that Twitch has added to their whatever. This isn't going to be very structured because I just decided to talk about it because it seems like a lot of you guys are in a huge tizzy because you think that all of the girls with big boobs are going to disappear off of Twitch or we're going to have to wear burqas or something, which is absolutely ridiculous, and I want to kind of debunk that because I'm getting a lot of comments and questions, and people are even writing about it in articles, which I find to be completely ridiculous and delirious of them because I don't understand why they can't comprehend simple English, but a lot of these are in different languages, so maybe that's why I have no idea. But last night when I streamed, when the ROC went into effect, a lot of people were freaking out about it, and I guess I got a lot of people reporting me and stuff like that because they thought that I was breaking the rules of conduct, which I was not. So I'm going to go ahead and explain. First, let's look at the actual wording of what it says in the ROC. Wearing no clothing or sexually suggestive clothing, including lingerie, swimsuits, pasties, and undergarments, will most likely get you suspended. Now, this is something I've literally never done. First of all, you guys have never seen me stream topless. Second of all, I would never stream in a bikini or lingerie or in pasties or anything like that, even though that's something that I frequently do in my modeling career. I don't ever do it on Twitch because, let me let you in on a little secret. I have known these quote-unquote rules about Twitch since I became a partner because I had to abide by these things to become a partner. So the first time I streamed, I'm going to tell you a little story. I had 200 viewers the very first time I streamed. I was streaming World of Warcraft, and that poster behind me had underboob showing, and a moderator came in, or an admin or whatever, told me that I have to cover the poster or I can't stream at all. So I said okay, and I covered the poster. Even though I put up a little fight back then because Twitch wasn't like my home and I didn't feel like I was being respected as a streamer because I didn't feel like that was nudity or even sexually suggestive. It was just kind of cute or whatever. But anyway, so then later on down the timeline, I started to get a lot more viewers and I wanted to become a partner. Now back then, a partner just meant that you know, could monetize and do commercials and stuff like that. It didn't necessarily mean that you had a sub icon. So I applied, and it took them a very long time to respond to me, and then they responded really awesomely with a bunch of things I had to change about my background and my splash screens and my overlays and all of the stuff like that, and I happily changed them. And that included having no, you know, sexually suggestive modeling pictures on my channel, and I changed that and I got partnered. And they told me that my attire was okay because as long as I make it about gaming still, it wasn't about my boobs, it was just the fact that, you know, I had cleavage and whatever. I don't have to cover up my body like a nun, whereas other people who have these kinds of Abercrombie clothes wouldn't have any, you know, sexually suggestive content because they just don't have boobs, if that makes any sense. So think about it. My clothes are from Abercrombie. They're not sexually suggestive in any way, shape, or form. It's just the fact that I have boobs that pop out of my shirt, or I have a figure that makes it look sexually suggestive is what makes people focus on that. So it would be pretty not fair to me if I wasn't allowed to wear the clothes that small-chested women were allowed to wear because, you know, I just have big boobs. So when I wanted to get my sub button, which is like the next level partnership, I basically just had to make sure that I was doing all of the things correctly still, even though I've been streaming for about a year and a half when I got the sub icon, and they allowed me to get the sub icon. I've been in contact with Twitch many times over many different things, and I've made sure that I was within the rules at all times, and we have a really good relationship, I would say. I'm also in the running for getting a Twitch partner sweater soon, which I'm really excited about. So I don't have any worries whether or not I'm going to get shut down because of this new rules of conduct that, in my opinion, has been there and been in place since the beginning. And they've been telling me behind the scenes that I can't do these things. I really feel like this new installment of rules is set in place because of the second paragraph here where it says, you may have a great six-pack, but that's better shared on the beach during volleyball, partying with the boys, whatever. So they are just worried about fully nude torsos and male broadcasters, in my opinion, because it really seems like a lot of males are taking advantage of the quote-unquote double standard where men can twerk and men can be sexy and men can take off their shirts or stream in boxers and it's fine, but women can't do anything like that. So I feel like this is just covering all bases here for like new girls that don't know whether or not they can dress in sexy cosplay or sexy lingerie, and guys who just feel the need to take off their shirts and show off their six-packs because they feel like they're exempt from that kind of sexuality rule because they're not women and don't have boobs. So girls like me and Casey Tron and Nicole Slaw and Biatch, we're all going to be fine because none of us, well, I can't speak for all of them, but I know that I have never twerked on stream. I don't get up and show my booty shorts. I don't wear lingerie on stream. I don't show my nipples or take off my shirt or take off everything until I'm in a bra. I just don't do that on stream because I know that I'm not allowed to do that on stream, and I've mentioned that a million times. And we all have sub buttons. We're all partnered. Why would you think that all of a sudden we were going to get outed when we've been accepted to be in this kind of partnership with Twitch in the first place? So I just wanted to sum all of that up and let you guys know that it's not the shirts and stuff that are sexually suggestive. It's just the fact that guys focus on boobs when girls have big boobs, or when you can see the top of your cleavage. Guys will fixate on boobs because that's what they like to do, and that's what trolls like to do. It doesn't necessarily mean that my stream is focused around my boobs when, you know, I have a small webcam in the corner and I'm playing video games like 100% of the time, if not maybe 90% of the time, because sometimes I take questions. And in that realm, if someone takes questions more than they play video games, they're probably going to get a warning because, you know, you have to make it more about games. And I feel like myself, as well as many of my other fellow female streamers, make it about games, whether or not we look pretty or have our the top of our boobs showing or whatever because we have big boobs, or whether we have a nice figure, or whether you can see that we're fit. None of that matters. It just matters if we focus on and we love the games, and that's something that is consistent with all of us, so it's not going to be a problem. So, hopefully this wraps everything up. I'm about to go stream, which I'm still allowed to do because even though I streamed yesterday in a cleavage shirt, I can still stream despite the new ROC. So yeah, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you post down in the comments what you think about the new ROC, and don't forget to follow my live streaming channel, which is twitch.tv/TaraBabcock or tarababcock.tv. Bye guys!